All right, so going to be testing this again. I messed around with some of the settings, decreased the resolution, added dynamic bit rate, whole bunch of stuff. So mainly my goal here is to get this stable. Primarily, like there's not going to be like video game footage or anything dramatic like that. I basically just want to be able to pull up websites and do some chatting, things like that. Okay, so from what I'm watching on my stream live, it looks like my mouse is moving around smoothly. I lowered the not just the to dynamic bit rate and that sort of thing, but I lowered the frame rate and as well, so that might be helping keep it stable. Take some load off the CPU. All right, so the next test here is to see if I can play a YouTube video and keep things smooth. And I'm going to be adjusting the audio versus my microphone audio. So I'm going to leave the mic open while I start the YouTube video. Just going to pick whatever random.
Cats really know how to do less. Be more like your cat. Try Outstretch by
the one and only Cape Cod, an alluring stretch of Massachusetts coastline that carries an intriguing legacy. Indeed, one that goes beyond the popular tourist appeal. A land marked by the footprints of the Wampanoag tribe and later the adventurous explorers of the New World, Cape Cod has gracefully transitioned into a sought-after summer retreat for the old money elite of Massachusetts. This journey from indigenous habitation to a beacon of affluence and old money style in
There's
both
a delay,
architecture
so
and
I'm not hearing it in real time, but I'm watching
the very
the
essence
mixer.
of the American narrative, marked by historical heritage and remarkable entrepreneurial feats. In today's video at Old Money Luxury, we're poised to delve into the riveting chronicles of the old money summer scene of Cape Cod, examining the intricacies of its evolution across the epochs. First up, the Wampanoag tribe, stalwart survivors, here as long as 12,000 years ago. They thrived in Cape Cod's changeable
That actually doesn't
climate,
sound too bad, I
making a
think.
pretty penny from Mother Earth herself,
Testing,
with their
testing,
hunting,
1, 2,
fishing, and
3, video
maize-growing
playing,
know-how.
speaking over
Skip
video.
ahead a few thousand years, and surprisingly the area now known as Cape Cod is woven into Norse voyagers' tales. Now this isn't a universally accepted view, but some enthusiasts claim that the rugged Thorvald Eriksson, Leif Eriksson's younger brother, repaired his ship's keel right here around AD 1007. History, my dear viewers, is a fascinating creature. Shifting focus to the 17th century, in 1602 we find English explorer Bartholomew Gosnold absolutely besotted with the place. With cod aplenty in the surrounding area, he quite reasonably decided that Cape Cod had a nice ring to it. Initially, Gosnold and company got on rather well with the local Native Americans. A bit of bartering, some cultural exchange, all very cordial. But as it often goes, the conviviality didn't last. Come 1675, we meet Wampanoag chief Metacomet, known as King Philip. He'd inherited his old man Massasoit's disdain for the English, who'd brokered a treaty back in 1621. And when the English settlers started getting a bit too big for their britches, well, Philip had
Well,
enough.
isn't that
Tensions
fascinating about
escalated
Cape
into the
Cod? But
violent
we're going to go back
fracas
to the YouTube
known as King
homepage.
Philip's War.
So it's looking like the YouTube video is playing okay. I feel like with the Opera browser on VPN and running YouTube, that's a pretty good test, and it looks like everything is staying pretty smooth. The way I have this set up, I have the browser snapped to one side with, the graphic on the right. The reason I'm doing that is because I only have one screen. I'm on a laptop. And so I want to be able to browse and have content to look at on one side, or be able to look things up on that side while also monitoring Streamlabs on the other. So we'll see how that works out. I'm going to pull up another video here and see how it sounds.
I have a surprise for you.
I have a surprise for
Nobody cares about Booking.com.
Peninsula
Okay.
is seen as the epitome of old world civilization for many around the globe. Although many would argue that Rome, as well as Greece,
The origin
was the
and
heart
history of the
Western world for
Italians.
many hundreds of years, with countless different cultures all around the world streaming from this region since the classical period, the origins of these societies is not really well known to many, even those who belong to said nations. So, in order to unveil the roots of Italian, and by extension all Latin, and perhaps even all of Western civilization, we are to look no further than the origin of these different archaic tribes of one of the most important regions and classical
There's a
human
20-second
history.
delay, I
As
believe, or
discussed in an
something
earlier
like that.
video,
I don't know
the
if it's 20 seconds. Maybe it's like 10-second delay.
pre-Indo-Europeans, as
I'm
in
going to
the
check it here in a
European
second.
nations and cultures
But
that existed
I keep having to
before the
talk
expansion
over
of
whatever I'm
Europe
doing,
and
and then
Eurasian
I'm
knowledge
listening
that
on my
weren't
phone
really
on the
too
YouTube
well
app,
known
so
or understood
I'm just
due to
testing
the
how I
fact that
sound
the
speaking
language
over the
didn't
video.
exist in any of these societies before the spread of the Phoenician alphabet. There are inferences over the cultures and customs of many of these people, but it's unknown what ethno-linguistic groups they belong to, with a couple exceptions, notably the Basques and other pre-Latin Iberians, as well as the Etruscan-Ratian or Tyrcenian family of northern Italy and the Alps. Who are these groups related to exactly? We have literally no idea, but it is known for sure that they were pre-Indo-European, and hence many conflicts arose when the modern Indo-European cultures entered the peninsula. Most of these belong to a branch of the Indo-European family
This is
that
going to
you
be me
probably
testing the
recognize,
delay.
known as
Mark.
Italic, a name which possibly has its roots in the Greek term for southern Italy, which was well known by them for quite some time, which we'll get to later. However, it's been proposed that the Italic peoples derived from Germanic, or more likely Celtic, many thousands of years ago in Central Europe, which is why the term Italo-Celtic is sometimes used to describe this hypothetical proto-family, which is certainly a plausible hypothesis considering there
Okay,
was
so
an
I guess it
apparent
is actually 20
expansion
seconds.
of
That's a
both
pretty
these
good delay.
families
I mean,
in the
I'm not
Central
sure.
European Alps region. There were
I guess it gives you
actually
time to
millions of
react to
tribes that
something
inhabited the peninsula
before it
and
goes
beyond
live,
that most are
but
not aware of,
it's kind of
with the
interesting when I'm
tribes
sitting
of
here testing
Sicily,
things to
the
deal with it.
Oscans of southern Italy, the Umbrians of central
This might
Italy,
actually be an
the
interesting video. The
Pisans
funny thing is,
of the
I don't
Adriatic
see this
coast,
kind of stuff in
the
my
Venetian
normal
tribe,
feed on my personal YouTube account, because this is like not influenced by likes and subscriptions and stuff. Yeah, so far this is looking pretty good. I went and changed resolution to 720, and at least on my phone, it looks pretty good to me. I mean, for this kind of thing, I don't feel like you need like really high frame rate and really high resolution, really high bit rate. Literally, it's just chatting and looking things up on the internet, that kind of thing, watching some videos. So stability is like the most important thing that I'm looking for. So yeah, we'll just talk over this.
If you want to be more,
See how it goes, how it keeps up. Because yeah, like I said, I feel like this is a pretty good test to have. I'm using Opera browser. The reason I'm using it is it has the built-in VPN, and it's not my primary browser, so it doesn't have any personal information, or not going to dox myself. I think the audio levels are pretty good too. I got the desktop audio like way down, and I've got the gain way down on my microphone with the mix higher. So hopefully it sounds good. I've got, like I said, I've got earbuds in on my phone listening to the stream, and to me it sounds like about where I would want to listen to somebody.
I've got a costume.
Okay, so I actually think I might have this set up pretty good. I might have a little bit of a sweet spot here. So I'm going to shut this feed down and yeah, mess around a bit. And I'm trying to make this a thing at some point. So I want to start streaming a couple times a week. I've got my weekly mini cast I do, and that's regularly scheduled content with some takes on news and other things. I'm gonna have commentary videos in between. I want to put a little bit more work into, but I'd like to have like a stream a couple times a week just to kind of chill, talk, and watch some videos, that kind of thing, and see how it goes. Give me just a moment. I'm actually trying to get a couple friends into the stream, into the chat, to kind of give me some feedback and see what's going on. Let me know what they think. All right. Are you there? Can you hear me? Yay. Okay. I've actually been talking to myself for like 10 or 15 minutes. Just like messing with stuff, but listening to myself over the stream. So, just kind of been messing around with Streamlabs, trying to get my settings to be stable. So I'm gonna pull up a browser here and like do some YouTube videos or something, and see how it works with the audio and stability. So as I explained to myself earlier in the stream, the browser is half the screen. I have it snapped on half, and then I have like the graphic on the other half because I only have one screen available. So I have Streamlabs pulled up on the other half of the screen so that I can monitor everything, basically. Yeah, I use Opera because it's not my personal browser, and it has a built-in VPN. So basically, I can do whatever in the browser and not dox myself and keep everything private or whatever while I'm streaming. So the main thing I'm trying to keep an eye out for is, like I said, the stability. I went and messed with a bunch of settings, dynamic bitrate, lowered resolution, lowered FPS, all that kind of stuff. And then I was playing some videos and trying to adjust the audio to make sure you can hear the videos, but you can hear me over the videos, basically. So I'm going to find something here to turn on.
In this video, that's a big old meaty piece. I'm gonna be eating at the most expensive buffet I could find in Beirut, Lebanon. But there's a twist. The twist is that it's only $50. Now, $50 ain't nothing, but it's not that crazy when you're thinking probably the most expensive buffet in the country. Well, what is going on, Sonny? Well, I'll tell you. Things in Lebanon have changed in the last 3 years. In 2020, there was a gigantic economic crisis.
Okay, so
things are a lot cheaper now than they used to be.
There's like a delay on the stream, so I hear myself like 15, 20 seconds later after I've been speaking. But yeah, so we're looking at this video. There's a Mexican dude with a mustache or something. I don't know.
right
food
inside. Let's go
looks
take a look.
yummy. But yeah, so how does my voice sound over the video?
So we just come downstairs to where the restaurant is. This place is beautiful, and this hotel is unique because it's way up on a hill, and you can look down at all the city of Beirut. This buffet is opening in 5 minutes. It's about to get very, very busy in here. There's all different types of vegetables, roasted and fried. And then I look at something like this, and I go, yeah, I don't know. It looks yummy. I just don't know what it's called. Here we have a mini salad bar. I'll be staying away from this section. This is a very famous salad that you'll find in Lebanon, basically
So-
at almost
so
every meal. This is a
Is
dish
at a good level?
with
Should I
main
leave it
raw
kind of like
meat.
where
This
it's
looks
at,
like a
or
mashed
should the
potatoes shaped into a beautiful cylinder with
should
batter
the
on top.
media
Here we have
audio
the
come
roasted
up?
grape leaves. There's fish. There's fried cauliflower. There's beets, and then there's hummus here. I believe these are artichoke hearts right here. This is a section we're going to be going to later. This is Middle Eastern desserts, like kenefe. You know what that is? Maybe I made it up. You don't even know for sure. They have fruit. In the USA, it means you're eating healthy. Here, it means a treat for after dinner. This is what I'm talking about. This is gorgeous. It's got cream inside and other stuff. I don't know what anything is. I can make up a name for this. You won't know the difference. Yeah, it said bleep bloop. Super good bleep bloop here. I can't wait to try this bleep bloop. Outside is where they have the main courses. There's a private party over here, and you can see this incredible view looking down onto the city. Boring, who cares? Food, right here. The grill is heating up, and it's ready
Okay,
for
so I
some meat
turned
grilling.
the
This is the
media
mains
up a
right
little
here.
bit
The
and
chefs
me
are
down a
still
little
filling
bit,
it
so I
up. What
guess
is
I'll
this one?
see
This is bourguignon.
Bourguignon.
with this one.
See?
how
This
that
is an
sounds.
amazing Lebanese sausage. It smells of strong cinnamon smell. And you have some sausages here. Very nice. So that's all the food. We need to start from the beginning, probably some of those dishes on the table inside. Then I'm going to graduate out to here. I want to see the guys cooking meat in front of me. I need drinks. Oh, God, there's so much going on. I'm going to sit down and make a plan. Let's do this. This is a dish that is made with raw meat mixed with a load of spices. So I want to try some of that. Ooh, classic. Stuffed grape leaves. Depending on what they're stuffed with, they can be quite delicious. This is so perfect.
Alright,
don't
so I
wanna
think I'll
destroy
leave
it, but also
me
I kind
at
of do. So
a
I'm going
higher
to. I need
level,
to know what
or
this
at max
is. So I
level,
believe it's a mashed
and
potato.
I
This
brought
is certainly
the
something I've
video
never tried
up
on
a
the show
little bit,
before.
so maybe
It's
now
freaking
this will even
artichoke.
out.
They have freshly oven baked fish, and they smell very fishy, but I'm still gonna get one anyways. Let's go eat. We have our first course right here. I have to say this is one of the more unique buffets I've ever been to because I don't recognize almost anything, and that's kind of fun. Let's start with potentially the most boring. This right here, I think it's probably mashed potatoes with some herbs and butter inside. Not buttery. It may have some olive oil, and it tastes a bit sour. Here in Lebanon, people are big fans of sour flavors. I've never had mashed
Yeah,
potatoes
because I
quite
want
like that,
people to
but
be
not
able
bad. Right here
to
we have
hear the
grape
video
leaves.
okay,
All these
but
are
also
very
when
cool,
I
and they're
talk,
stuffed,
for
but
me to
what are
be
they stuffed with?
just
I'm not
above
sure.
the video a
Let's
little
find
bit
out.
and clear. So if I'm commenting on some sort of media in the background,
It's
that
salty,
obviously people
it's
hear me
slightly
still.
sour. I think I taste a little bit of pomegranate. Let's break it open and see what's inside. Yeah, it's rice and a load of spices. There's some tomato too, so it's a little bit acidic as well. Here, this has to be raw meat. Come take a look. I know because it makes a really specific gushy sound when I move it around.
True, I suppose I can also pause it, but there's times where you don't want to just pause every time you want to comment on something. It may not be necessary, so I just want to make sure I'm good on levels too. But yeah, pausing, I didn't even think of that.
Very much as raw meat would. We've already filmed for our main channel here in
Okay,
Lebanon,
so I'm
and then
gonna
I
go
had
get
something similar to this
some-
too. Let's try it out.
This will probably get
And now just
copyright
any
strike.
meat,
That's
that is
okay, I'm just
raw
gonna private
lamb.
this
It's
anyways.
very lamby. There's a load of
Let's do
spices
cat.
inside. It's a bit intense actually.
And wait. Also, homie's eating raw meat. Was he? I wasn't even paying attention. That's funny. Not copyright struck. That's the wrong term. Copyright claimed. I'm gonna play some music. Here we go.
Check out this sale you'll love at Best Buy.
Nobody wants to hear ads. All right, so I can't hear this right now. I'll hear it in a minute, but I'm just gonna talk over it a little bit and see how it sounds. Because if I'm streaming, I'll probably find some copyright claim or copyright free music to have like play quietly in the background. So that I would probably put at an even lower level. But again, I'm just kind of testing how everything sounds against different audio. For the memes, of course, we got to do the crab rave. When does this start? Here we go. There we go. Gotta see how it sounds. But yeah, so far, everything's looking pretty stable, right? Because originally it was like at 60 FPS and 1080p and locked bitrate and all this stuff. So. Yeah, yes, it's an actual song. That's hilarious. I think I gotta find somewhere to reduce the delay, the stream delay, because I don't like seeing the chat so far after I've said something. So I might actually put less of a delay on the stream. Okay, so I think I'm done testing the whole music thing there. I'm going to mess around with the transitions and see how those go. I'm going to actually have something playing in the background while I do that and see what happens. Nobody likes ads.
8 million subscribers. Thank you
So
to all my
there's
nieces and
some
nephews.
YouTube video
And as
playing here,
promised,
and I'm going to
today,
transition
Uncle
and
Roger
see
gonna
what
make
happens.
Filipino adobo.
I'm not going to
Let's hope it's
transition.
better than
The
this
stream
one.
is going to transition.
Yeah, of course it's gonna be. This is Chef Leah. She serves wonderful fancy version of adobo at her restaurant.
Let's see whose is better.
Okay, so
I hope
yeah,
it's
the
fancy
audio is
the
still
right way
going
and not
over.
in
Well, that's
the
kind of cool. So
Jamie
if I
Oliver
want
apple
to, I
soba
can
in ramen kind of way.
have it transition to a different scene, and
Who
music
want to
or
fly
something
all
will
the
still
way
be
to
playing
New
in the
York?
background.
Because in London, nobody make pork adobo. They
What?
all only do chicken.
What? Everyone knows that pork adobo is the best.
Anything haram mean it good. Look at this. This meat thicker than Lizzo. Do you like pork?
I love pork. I name my restaurants after pork. Pig and cow, piggyback.
What is cow? What cow mean?
Cow means rice in Thai. Because
Nice.
everyone needs rice.
Do you get mad at white people fucking
I really
up
wanted to
rice?
find something cool.
I
There's
mean,
some
not as
really
bad as you
great
do,
themes.
But yes, I do.
Really
People
great
just
themes I really
refuse to
like.
buy rice cooker.
Unfortunately,
They
they're all
always
locked
say, "Oh,
behind
rice cooker, we
Streamlabs
don't make
Ultra,
rice
which
that much.
costs
We use it a few
money,
times a year." But then
and
they
I'm
go
trying
buy
to
Le Creuset. They don't use Le Creuset
make money,
either.
not spend
That's
money.
true.
Garlic. The more the
So-
better. Asian people, we
This
treat
guy
garlic
sounds
money.
like
It never enough. Bay leaf, ground black pepper, light soy sauce.
He
dark
sounds
soy
like
sauce,
a,
vinegar.
like a
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing
caricature of an Asian
Your
person.
pronunciation.
at? Yes. How you say it properly?
So I won't get copy struck for anything. I would get copyright claimed. As far as I know, copyright strike is something. It's like a way bigger step where your channel is at risk. copyright claim is basically just where somebody who is a holder of a copyright detects that your video or stream used something that was theirs, and they claim it so they get any kind of profit from that video, but you're fine. You play piano now. But I don't think ads count for that. If anything, that you think they would want that, but
Vinegar. You gotta use all of that. Vinegar. Yes.
Fuck you. Don't make fun of my speech.
also just realized I can also
It is
adjust on the
discipline,
fly
you know?
on the video
Just use
itself.
feeling. That's what till Rachel Ray say
That's
stop.
cool.
And of course, Uncle Roger's favorite white powder, the cocaine of cooking, MSG free. Oh, gonna salt bay this shit. Uncle Roger, MSG bay.
Wait. You want some gloves?
No, rubber glove always remind me of my colonoscopy. Very painful, you know? Uncle Roger, don't let anyone go up that hole. It's very sacred.
That's not what I heard.
What? Even Auntie Esther never went up there before?
No, Auntie Esther would never.
He literally sounds like that
You might have
Steven
seen us on TV
He or
together.
whatever the
yeah,
heck his
some
name
people
is
be
from,
free.
well, he's like
Yeah.
YouTube and Instagram and everything.
She cooks better
That
Korean
that
food.
makes
I
the
cook
really
better
great
Filipino
Asian
food.
stereotype
Diplomatic
jokes. That's like who he sounds
You
like.
being on TV.
I do. I don't like how you're massaging this board.
Why?
You gotta like get in there, massage it.
I'm focusing, talking to you. You keep distracting me.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
fly all the way to New York.
Yeah.
2 days ago, Uncle Roger playing basketball with superstar like Simu Liu, Jeremy Lin, and today I with Leah. Hi.
What a downgrade.
I know. Keep Uncle Roger humble. Okay, I massage properly.
Good.
Look at this. Give the
Yeah, see,
very
Greg's
happy
ahead of me,
ending.
but
No
I'm
happy
not
ending,
seeing
Miss
the-
Leah.
I've heard of it.
But you think if your
Charge
husband
people
tell
for
you you get
lesson
happy
by
ending?
Uncle. Yes,
I
I,
mean,
like
at
that.
least it's less
Good
work
for back.
me.
That's how you can tell they've been married for a long time.
Yes, we have 2 kids and a dog.
2 kids and a dog?
Yeah.
Which one your
Okay, so I think that it is working out pretty good. And I guess I'll just need to work a little bit on the format. Like, am I just going to like start out by just kind of chilling and watching some videos or reading some crap with some music in the background until I get people in the chat? That sort of thing. And then if I have a couple of people I can just bounce stuff off of until others arrive, then I should be good too. But I'm liking it. This could be fun. So all right. I think that's probably going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down and probably watch a couple of videos on adjusting some settings further. And yeah, we'll see what happens next. I hope to do some streaming eventually, maybe a couple times a week in conjunction with doing the mini cast on Sundays and other various commentary videos in between. So thanks, guys.